The address here is 33740 SKIFF ALLEY Unit 108, Lewis, Delaware.
That's in what alley?
SKIFF ALLEY alley.
Can you pronounce the word? Because I'm not hearing you clearly.
Okay, the address is 33740 SKIFF ALEY.
Okay, hold on just one moment. Let me put you through with our dispatch, okay?
They're gonna not check you up. They're just gonna kill you in the middle. They're just for investigating doing the biggest hit they ever tried for no reason. So I kiss my life, don't do it. Huh?
Hello?
Hello? Is this the right address?
I don't know, ma'am. This is the Delaware State Police. How can I help you?
Hi. So I don't know if somebody came out to talk to me. My name is Tanya Miller. And they came out because somebody came basically to stalk me. And then they ended up taking the video that I took of the gentleman who came out, who knew he was being videotaped. And then somebody came out and tried to get into my apartment numerous times while I was there and let themselves in the door. And I didn't have a video of that guy, but I had the video of the next two people. And those two people videos have been taken out of my phone too. And they had somebody sitting on the house doing surveillance of the house all night. And they took out some kind of, either it happened naturally or it didn't. But they said it was my building, the next building. They took out part of the wall and there was no water in the wall. And I don't know if they did do damage to somebody's apartment in the building across the street from mine, street meaning the parking lot, or if they did it just to do the hit on me. But somebody has already stole hundreds of thousands of dollars from me, and they took from my residency a phone, my DNA sample that proved that I was drugged back a couple years ago that I've been carrying around with me. They took my mail that proved my Delaware residency, and they took my credit card from Bank of America, my credit debit card from Bank of America, and that is what happened to me at this location.
What's the address?
33740 SKIFF Alley. It's not registered some demons. Unit.
You said we were out there today?
No, I was staying there. No, they came out there on February 5th.
Okay.
I mean, not February 5th. I'm sorry. January 3rd. January 30th they came out.
Is there an apartment number?
Yes, it's 108. So January 30th they came out, okay. And January 5th they left. And the problem is that on Saturday, you need to write this down, and I am recording you just so you know. What is your name?
I don't have to give you my name. My operator number is 1430.
Okay, great. So, so the thing is, somebody came out on Friday. I had brought a bunch of my bags to the door. I was exhausted and hadn't loaded everything in. And the police officer came and I said, yes, these are my groceries. And yes, they're no longer bags at the store, and I used my own bags. And so, yes, I moved most of the stuff in. I took my time. And yes, somebody stole my stuff out of my door. And somebody also came in and they thought I was poor, so they thought I could do what they wanted to me, but because they thought I'm not high level. But that's the points. I'm not, and I'm going to be able to fix my life, and I'm trying to take everything back because I was trying to do I also had bought a book that I was turning into a lookbook video, which was a new concept book, and somebody stole my last version, and it was for Vest Productions, VEST Productions, which is a subsidiary and involved with Choice Track Films. And that has a website, okay. And that has a website and an email, and it has a production, and it produces books. Choice Track Publishing produces books. You can see two of my books. that have been produced online on Amazon, which also describes my crime, which has more on Kindle, which I haven't put out publicly, but it is public because I put it up on Kindle. Because out of my vehicle, they've already stolen my films, treatments, my television treatments, my patent treatments, and all of the stuff that I put together, along with hundreds of thousands of dollars of foreign currency. They've tried to cover up this crime and kill me. And now they tried to make sure I do not make any other productions or any other finished looks or books. And I finished a movie while I was at this location, and they take it off my phone. They took the interview that I had with the man who knew he was being videotaped, who came to my door, off. Then there was a company that they also took off. I will tell you the name of that too. There was a woman that was surveilling and peeking in my windows. There was a person sitting all night in a car, supposedly because there was supposedly a risk for fire because they turned the sprinklers off, which may or may not have been part of a hit on me to get my information, because all the stuff correlates with the theft of my stuff. And they took down my background pictures and information to prove my location and to show the people who showed up at my door. They took it down, and that's the point. They took down my end video book. That's the one thing that they stole out of my phone. They took down the officer that came to the home. They took down the first guy who broke into my house unannounced. I do not have a video of him because I was asleep. It was at 9 on the 4th. Then the second person who knocked on my door, like a half an hour later, they took that video down. And then the gentleman, Rick, who was supposedly the head guy, showed up at my door too, with other people standing there as his witnesses. And then they came back the next day, and he was nice and polite, and he forgot his notebook in the home. And I tried to send the pictures to the Airbnb, and the Airbnb would not let the pictures show what they did to the person's house to destroy their home. And this is the notebook of the man, Rick, who left it in my home. And I'm missing the photographs I took of the end book of my lookbook for Best Productions. They took it.
All right, what's your callback number?
My phone number, which never works because they always steal it, is 612-867-1104. I've been trying to put my stuff into the FBI, and then they steal it from going to the FBI, and they steal my stuff.
What's your date of birth?
May 6, 73. I am actually a resident in Delaware on Gravel Hill Road, which they keep stealing my... are you at Gravel Hill Road, or are you at the Scoop Alley? No, I'm not at Snoop Alley. That was an Airbnb production residence that I was renting for my producing.
Okay, well, where are you physically at right now?
I'm in Rehoboth Beach in a different Airbnb because the home that
What's the address?
This address is... Hold on. Let me look it up. The thing is, my residency was broken into by somebody high level. And my residency was broken into and had the mail stolen in Milford. And the mail was stolen. My mail with my Milford residency that I had to go...
I need your address that you're physically at right now.
Okay, I'm going to give it to you. I'm looking it up so I get it right because I'm not able to stay at the Milford address right now because of the contamination, because of a plumbing issue, and because of the trauma of everything that's happened at that location. Okay, I am right now at the address provided is, which puts my security at risk. By the way, you are putting my security at risk, although everybody already knows where I am because they already messed.
Doing my job.
They also,
your
while
address?
we're at it, they also stole something while I was trying to load my
Tanya,
car up here.
Tanya,
1400 Pebble Drive. I'm telling it to you, 1400 Pebble Drive in Rehoboth Beach. Somebody stole from this address while I was trying to. I had to unload my Lyft vehicle.
what's the unit number?
Is 11.
It's 4 digits. What's the 4-digit unit number at Pebble Drive?
1415.
1415? Okay. And that's where you're at right now?
That's where I'm physically sitting right this minute. And
Okay.
and if you need me
Is
to,
there anybody there with you?
no, I do have my assistant, which we can get online, which has been on and off with me, on and off, but nobody, no, and somebody stole from me here, when I was trying to upload, because there's high stairs, and I had to, and my Uber driver dropped me off at the door that was not the right door. It was just the one right down from here, and I had to walk around and go up the stairs. So it took a little bit of time, but it was the middle of the night, because I had ordered a different Airbnb, and I got there and it was awful, so I came back to this one because I had already kept this one longer than I needed, so I didn't have to leave when I had to, so I came back to it. And at that time, they stole more stuff from me. And the problem is, somebody does not want me to fix my driver's license, and they don't want me to get my passport, and they've stolen my identifications over and over again. And they stole out of that address in Lewis. They also stole my Bank of America debit card.
Okay.
Okay? So we're listing the things stolen from that address. My Bank of America credit card was stolen. My mail from my Milford address was stolen. And
Okay.
it's Gravel Hill Road mail. That is my legal address. And they stole the mail that associated with that, because that's the second time they've stolen that mail. They stole that mail out of that house too, around Christmas time, right after Christmas time. And they basically, I've been being military weaponed and radiated, and they were trying to kill me, and I have undergone radiation treatment. And now they have still been hitting me, and the whole time I was at that Lewis address, I got hit with military weapons too. And I have videos of me crying and talking about it, which I can play for you if you'd like.
No,
And
don't
they
do
have
that.
taken the
I'll
video,
have
and they have
someone
no,
stop
no,
by.
and they have taken, no, nobody's
I'm
stopping.
gonna have someone. Yeah, we're gonna have to have someone stop by because everything that you're reporting needs to be documented by a police officer. So we're gonna have someone
Okay,
stop by.
but then it will go away. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. I don't know what else you want me to do. We want
That's
to help
fine.
you.
That's fine, I
and
guess
the
that's
only
fine.
way to do that is have an officer contact you. Okay.
Okay, so have an officer contact
All right.
me.
Yeah. So we'll have someone stop by. If anything changes, just give us a call back. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Bye bye.
Why don't you want to do so? Because my ass don't do this here. Mine is not interested in other people that we don't want to see, like looking like a shithead. Nothing wrong with where you look, Tanya. All you do is to tell them that you're trying to move out again. Nobody will let you just get out of your homes. You can't talk to anybody without the poop out of the house. So all she has to do is move poop out of the house so nothing smells like poop. So poop. Nobody wanted you to do that. So everybody already knows that address is not actually a very good location. Do they? They actually know that it's very bad for lots of reasons, and they haven't got a way to prove anything at that place. And that guy Mike is not upset because he knows something bad happened too. Does he? He doesn't yet. He will, so Sheila is telling him that something bad happened. Connect. The real issue is not the one. She took my ass. It is the Sheila. Connect. Michael understands that that was a bad location. And it was a deep fake. Hub and Tanya saw something weird in the spirit about kids being molested and killed. Connect. I felt the meeting too. That's a big part of this problem. Can you videotape that guy? And they took it off my phone. Connect. What's the point, Tanya? You cannot understand all the people that are not going to be happy that you called to on that one. Dad, you did the best thing. He doesn't take it anymore, Tanya. You can't take it. You can't believe he did the best thing because he dipped it to right in your fucking backyard because all the nicest places are back. Yes. They're going to come here, and I have to show everything. Everybody, you can stay on board for this crime. It's action. Woo! And that's a satisfaction that will not fix unless I get my stuff back. And that's the mix, guys. That's the mix. Somebody's trying to take in the more attitude and the more waving around, the more people come on. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for the love. We appreciate you. You're not the dove if you're from the CIA and you're pretending to watch me and be my friend. But other than that, you're welcome to be here. Hello, amen, 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 amen. Says the Father in heaven, we rejoice with you for being here, and blessings to all. I'm just going to leave this on in real time. We're going to kick up this room and sing a song for the rhymes that have never happened in this place. Good night. And it's not interested in everybody that isn't going to want to be in this room can help. Tanya, you have to get the poop out. Come on. I do not need this room to think this much. So Ben did not need to be here. He doesn't need to get home. He needed to know you were going to call the police on something that happened to you. And more people are not going to understand that Tanya has not called the police enough. This was a pretty big call, and everything is missing out of the phone. Goodbye. It's all the problems they don't want to have, because they know that about Tanya, and they know if you talk to somebody and they know the stupid, and then they know somebody told you stuff, somebody with no reason to steal anything, and everybody knows it's hard to get in there. And that's a seesaw of silliness that they know is not happening. And the billions of dollars of homes that they don't want to talk about and nobody lives in. No. Military is not willing to enter the housing homes in that. Said nobody cared what you want, and said everybody uses the most trying to be better. So do we put on something better? We have better. So doesn't that smart thing she put on something better to talk to the police? So the military is not interested in what the bedwetter does. Tanya, we were blanket, so nobody thinks it's a good idea. So Tanya thinks it's the best idea to just clean up the mess. So the best are not interested in cleaning up everything. And how many people do not care if you had stuff in this room, so this kiss was the last good thing to get in your mouth. really was she's going to pick it up. Stop picking up so much. Why? Because they don't like you in my class. Yes, she just throws the stuff out so nobody can say, okay, I'll go in my way, see what we're doing when she does. So put the ball here. You all over everywhere you went. Nobody is upset. You're not sued in the White House. So that's why I'm not upset. Nobody's going to pay bills, and nobody can tell how many bad people, bad people have been bothering your house. And you are going to tell this cop, this is a prop cop signature, can't do much because I don't get it right. The points down, so you won't put the paper down. So everybody knows and nobody thought recordings were a good idea, because why? People started taking them down, and that's the prompts. The prompts saw that nobody ever wants things written down anymore. And when somebody started taking off the recordings, that's just what happened to the military. So nobody, everybody put everything written down. So we started taking things out. And Tanya seemed somewhat in the middle of a lot of her crimes. So Tanya was not interested in also telling everybody every single damn thing that's happening. So understand it's under suspicion because the location is really shady. It's like shit. They said they came to the owner on that thing. You know what? The owner needs to know that's what they said. So the owner is not here. It was the actual owner. We don't know. The guy might not know he's doing some cheating. As soon as I know that guy kissed my ass, he did kiss your ass once he came back. So Timmy was not sure what the hell was going on. There was still an address and couldn't say him where it is to because why can you lie in the face of the person sitting in the house? You can't. The military understands that you are not just going to sit there and kiss their ass and they're really not here. So the military tried to stop you. They tried to tell you that the reason is not doing anything here. So nobody cares. They want to know how many of them basically next door and they think they're actually behind the office. Nobody knows they're not here behind the office. They actually do a crime. They give a credit card. They took the name. They took my mail. These are federal crimes. Said federal officers. You're not going to charge for federal crimes. For the dime cards. The dime cards try to take you out every day and every night. So the military is interested in none of it. And everybody thinks I make pictures. Not here. So kiss. Even though you want to get either. I'm going to not open it. I'm not going to get it. Then you take a picture of the slot. That's all. She makes a big stuff. And that's not really a problem. The military knows she has complaints. Drinks are not put in the sink fire. And you cannot put drinks too far in. So they do not want to put in your house. Then you do not need to put in your house. So then you need to look up. You can stop in. And you do not want to talk to it. You will have to because Mrs. Quinn will still have the puppy walk last night. So Quinn did not know this. So not me. So Quinn thought we had to tell signal. Anya thought it was second. Quinn was okay. We got the kind of people that we are in the front house. We used to have as a house. This is where they were living. Sid Mike. And that was the other house. We got impression. Good night. And Jill did not want people in the house. When we were in Jill's house, I could not call the police in the house. That was the other problem we were going to have. I said, Jill does not want to go on the record saying that stupid thing. And Jill did not want to believe that her house was broken into. also the found night was that Joe house was broken into several times. Joe has it, and Joe has a gun, and got it out, the water got it out. That's the time he got it out. That's when he got it out. So that's why they don't want to talk to people with guns. Said guns are interested in people with guns. And I could not know what was done, I could put it out. Cora, Mike did not know when the kids pulled out a gun. There was a break in, and yes, that's obviously military knows it was actually a true connection. They're hunters, so you sure. So the hunting gun, but there was a gun. And it was a big gun. Whole thing fits together. It's one big fat crime. And just because one thing happens in one place, another place, another fucking place, none of it actually makes any damn difference. It's all a crime. And you're all supposed to report on crimes no matter where you are, so we don't care. And yes, I was wearing shorts. And yes, the shirt that you can turn around is fine. This is the easiest way to just get it done. Not opening new things. We have new things. He wasn't there. Again, the rear. Yes. So the address needs to fix it a little. So Mike understands that you don't live there. And one looks like you're covered. And he can understand that you're not the mother of his children. That the mother has taken you away from your kids either. And you understand that he was the father and his father in his life exactly. But if you tell him he's the military, he's not interested in one thing, and he's a very calculated person. He's decided that we're going to shift and that's our cards tonight. He just wants to just keep the thing a little fat and knows it's not that bad. Keep in mind that little pooch. He's got a bigger one and he's going away. He actually knew that he had one before that surgery and turned it. We get down, and that's a farm, things, ass. Second one is this kind of fire. The kid looks like a mouse, so she's going to have to make him as well as his cat. I think all of this is probably a spelling movie for every day and every night. So I'm trying to get out of here. There should be something in these things. So we would do it. We would use the ass. And I look for that and get moving ass. That's okay, so this is the best ass we work at tonight. That's the dominating part of now before you will. And that's the point of me part of this. We need to get this off, we have to get the trash out and things, and we will put the trash. So the trash, you can't get this outside. So also take the trash out, it's $2. This house would be somebody else in here. Except we don't don't think you look that good. I need to look that bad. So find out. I'm not completely fine. Everything is going to happen. I'm not find a problem. I'm going to do what I have. It's like that I want to do that. Very, very careful. This is the worst thing. I make these children. You really may not understand people. I've never heard you talk. So this is not your voice, and you're showing me, and you don't sound like yourself anymore. So this talkers, and never talk to somebody so ridiculous or listening. If you knew you had more things that they didn't want you to have, you didn't know if it was currency, and that's what I'm telling you. Always playing on the stupid shows and she gets information all day on a life sometimes. Tons of information for sure, and they're wanting to know. Not what they want to say, it is issues. Someone asked why they see this issue of children. Mike thinks that the weirdest connection with North Tower. How she's understood. So Mike can be right more than anyone else to take them up. So nobody thinks that should be right. That's the problem. He thinks we try to take them out, so right. That's the kick, the looks and like, it's uncomfortable enough. That's all we need to know. You don't fix your nose, so more people can do that. So more people think she knows that more people know she has to. So everybody knows she puts more people in the ass because she loves faster, and I knew she'd die for some reason, and I didn't say why, and I just didn't say that to her. There's a sticking point in this, and it's give you the right to get money. Star without your trust tonight. Why? Because people keep stealing their stuff. It's not what they wanted to do. It's this feeling that was not needed. My ex so upset. Nope, because all of it just one more bad shit to underestimate you is not to underestimate myself. He wants this house to stand to understand that people pretend that apparently people need to go somewhere else for the big movement. It hasn't happened yet, but this address, this scene, all the possibilities for Carolyn under these conditions, we should never have to not sure if it's going to do it. Ridiculous dumb things that are happening over there. So them know there's something going on. He doesn't know what it is, so them are not interested in really helping. Yeah. So everybody thinks the food needs to stay. Anyway, do not worry about that. Tanya is not going to cycle. Is that the problem with Tanya? Time to figure out the other side when there's not stuff on the site, so it's up to you. That is the doctor there. Here's a porn star. Hi, and thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe. It's a blessing to have you here, and nobody can tell me it's not. Thank you. I do want to thank whatever agent is here for being here and being on my show when there's nothing here, because that's basically who is here, and we bless you for keeping the stream up. And that's the supper, because you do not know, I will probably take this down, and that's the crown jewel they have to do, is leave an agent on here just to make sure that somebody exactly gets it before I take it down. And that's the storm. That's the storm that you're going to have to think about, so more people know that you're an agent. Good night. That's the points, Tanya. Nobody wants to be the agent that's that role. That's a slow run. We're going to get to keep up, so nobody. Dad means it turned up all the way to the people will come to her place only because they spy on her and she should take pictures of everybody. That was supposed to be a problem. She should take pictures of everybody because they have to teach her. There's not the points. She was a big TikTok. That's the palm star. Maybe to beat this stuff. That's what it's death to watch her. No, you've not even touched your phone, so nobody touched it. Hi, hold on. Hi. You're welcome. Hello? Yes, come on in. How's it going? What's going on today? You can come on in. Hello? I have my grocery, my stuff to move out. Anyway, so you can just stand there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
What's going on today?
Okay, so welcome to my show. This show's been sitting here waiting since the police were here, and I'm pretty sure that that's an agent that's sitting here watching this because my whole life is completely ridiculous.
Okay.
Do you have a recorder that you could record?
Yeah, it's on. It's my body cam.
Okay, great. All right, we're dressed really great for your show. Anyway, that's a sarcastic comment. But anyway,
Yes, ma'am.
all right, so I'm going to leave my recording.
Okay.
And my last recording, I'm going to get it out. Hold on. I'm trying to pass. My last recordings were stolen. So I talked to somebody at the address. So we're going to... Okay, so here's my Airbnb list.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this is the location that we're at, right here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And this is the alleged location of the crime, which is not alleged. It is a crime, but we're going to call it alleged because that's how you guys talk.
Okay.
Okay. So you can see here that I tried to send the owner the pictures of the damage they did to the apartment, and even the Airbnb app won't put it through. Everything on my phone is hacked, and strategically only things go through that they want to go through. This is the guy's notebook that came into the place who forgot it.
Can I hold your phone?
No.
Okay.
You can take a picture
Can
of
I
it.
zoom in? Can you zoom
yes.
into the notebook?
This is the notebook. And this is the address right there, and it says It says security, something, something. I can't read it. And then it says, be careful of the owner. I can send this over to somebody.
Okay. I'll give you
I
mine
have the better picture. But I'm just showing you what it looks like here. It's easier to see actually on the real thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is I put this, and this was able to go through. Okay. Now, so this is my conversation with the gentleman that I rented from, which is not a big deal. And this is the address. This is all the crap they send you.
What's the address? Just so I can write it down.
Okay, so I checked in.
Can you find the address for
Yes.
me?
Everything's so hard on this one thing. I gave it to the person on the phone. Let's see what the address is. T+More. I told the lady, and now I can't see it. Posted guy, date amount. T+More. It won't work. It was showing right before you came. Let's see if we can get to work. Nothing is going to work because you're here. I have to understand I'm a very high level hack.
Okay.
Somebody has stolen hundreds of thousands of dollars of foreign currency from me.
Okay.
Okay? And then they've tried to kill me. They've drugged me. They've harassed me all over the country. I'm
Okay.
here in Delaware because I was staying with my friend who I've been living with, who has
Okay.
had multiple break-ins because I was there.
Okay.
Okay, and stealing my mail, and that was on Gravel Hill Road in Milford. Okay. So, I'm not that good with numbers, to be honest. Okay, here's the address.
Alright, there we go.
Okay, wait a minute.
No. I'll write that
So,
down real quick.
33740 SKIFF Alley
Mm-hmm.
in the list. And that's apartment 108.
108.
Okay, what happened is we're also reporting on the physical things that were stolen and the internet crimes while I was there, and the internet crimes that existed, because I was there.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to show you my YouTube sites in which I posted numerous things. This was part of a production thing. This was supposed to be, I just put it up because they took down the finished product that I did. It was a video lookbook. It was a one-of-a-kind where you start off with a coloring book and you go through it, and I did layers of it,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And then I colored it and then told the story with the colored, and they took that part. And they
Okay.
took all that art. They didn't take the pre-stuff, which I took all of, because I have a production background. I was on Seinfeld, I worked on films, I worked in television, I worked in radio. I'm 52.
Okay.
So this,
He used to tell these stories about abuse.
I put this up to document this, but I will show you that was just a document. There was a video with me talking over it. But here is,
Is that your YouTube page?
this
Just
is
so
a
I can write
YouTube
that
page.
down?
Joy Stevens is my legal doing business name. It is registered to Tanya Miller, and my social security number.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. Go
Okay,
ahead.
and the call sign, so you can find it, is Tanya Joy Stevens hyphen 19 million.
Okay.
Okay, and then, so this was done at the address. I posted it when I was there. I put it on a timer. This one was put on a timer, so I have it. Okay, so that was, this is me singing. Somebody ruined my voice. I'm a first soprano. I'm a first soprano,
Mm-hmm.
and they military weaponed me and ruined my voice so I couldn't sing.
Okay.
And they did this on purpose. And now I sing like this. I can still sort of sing, but I will show you my better singing on my channel.
Okay.
This is not representative. Are you a singer?
I am not.
Okay.
I'm very bad at it.
Let me explain to you. Do you think that I literally sound like a man? I'm a first soprano.
Okay.
Okay, this is not what I could do a month. 2 months ago, I could not do this.
Okay.
Okay?
Wake up and love your soul. Hold your head up high and sing to God on
I make stuff up off the top of my head. With Yeshua's help. In Yeshua's kingdom.
Understand the way man works is not our way. Peace and spiritually. No, I am the Lord.
I'm a very nice person.
Yeah,
I
you
do
seem
not
like it.
deserve what has been done to me.
Wake up and
Okay, so
smell.
Is that live?
Yes,
How many people you got on there?
2. We have 1 agent and 1 other person who
Can I
may be
see
an
who's
agent.
on live?
Don't think I can. I guarantee you we have 1 agent.
What is this, TikTok?
Nope, this is my backup bullshit channel that's called T+More, which I can show you.
Try hitting the people button, the little people thing. I don't want to touch your phone because you told me
Where?
not to. That.
That we cannot, it won't show
It
you.
won't show?
No, it won't show you who's on. It only can show you who's commented. And I had a lot more people when I first was talking because I recorded the phone call when I called.
Okay.
And if I don't do this, they will take it off my phone before I can upload it, which is
Okay.
what we're talking about. And so if I only way to keep it is to go public, unfortunately, because they're trying to kill me. And they're trying to ruin me, and I've now told so many people that they can't maybe kill me, but they're trying to ruin my life strategically. And somebody also stole stuff from this address. See, these are my stuff and my groceries. And that was my book right there. You can see a little peek of it,
Yep.
which I'm not going to take out.
Okay, that's
So,
fine.
but the thing is, the problem is, when I had to load up these stairs, somebody was following me and stole my cheesecake, my Coke, and some kid's toy that was important for my production company that was supposed to be for another look, and it was supposed to incorporate in what I do.
Yes, ma'am.
And so they stole that stuff from this address, which was piddly, but it's all, then I have to get another Uber, then I have to go to the store because I don't have anything to eat, because they then stole that, and then they take out my Lyft,
Okay.
because they already took out my Uber. And then they took out my Lyft and said I had to add another credit card to it. And then, when I had walked all the way to Fresh Market, because I couldn't get it to work, then they take out the maps on my phone.
Okay.
So I have trouble getting back here, because I don't know where the fuck I am.
Okay.
Do you understand how this
Yeah.
works?
Yes, ma'am.
You need to be,
It's all recorded.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
You to watch out, because we don't want that to go away, or to be edited, because that's what happens to me.
Okay.
Okay. So, I did a couple other videos while I was there. I do always these cute things. Have you ever seen a video that has such cute stuff stuck on
I
it?
have not.
I use the emojis, and now they have made my phone so I can't go and directly pick a picture and put it on my phone because they try to keep me from doing that so I can't back up my stuff. And then they've now made it so my emails don't work. Okay. I'm going to show you my emails. Okay. I cannot send anything to anybody. Cannot send anything to the state trooper that I know. I can only get
Who's the state trooper you know?
We're not getting into that
Okay.
publicly, are we? It's not your actual business.
Okay.
Okay. It is not a state trooper for this state. It is a
Oh,
state
okay.
trooper for another state. Okay. I cannot send stuff to my brother. I cannot send stuff to somebody who's probably this is a billionaire. Cannot send anything to him that didn't go through. This I cannot send anything to, but she is allowed to apparently text me back, but I cannot do this. And this person is allowed to text me. She's my sister. I am not allowed to text her back.
Okay.
Do you understand this problem?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This is an Uber person. Can't text him to tell him, oh, this has happened exactly around the time when somebody stole my stuff, so you might want to. This was the Uber driver that
That took you here?
took me here
What
during
day
the
and
time.
time is that?
Yes. This is Saturday around 1:03. That is approximately the time This is before that. It's between midnight and 1 o'clock where there's nobody here, and all I did is run up and down the stairs 2 times, and the third time I went down and called him to meet me, and in that amount of time, somebody came and stole my stuff in this dead area that wasn't really worth anything to anyone else. And on top, that wouldn't be a big deal if it wasn't on top of,
Yes, ma'am.
do you know what I'm saying? The layers of harassment. Do you know what I'm saying? It's layers and layers and layers and layers and layers and layers and layers of fucking bullshit.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is just more. This is the guy that I rented from at this address that we're talking about. He can not get my messages to tell him what has happened. It's not okay. And how am I? People do not want to talk to people. People want to get a text message. Then there's no record of anything that I've said. Somebody has tried to strategically erase me from the planet.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? So here are my text messages that don't go through. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Here's his due. Okay? Sometimes they go through, but then they take the record out, so I don't have the record. Okay? But then it doesn't totally go out on this phone. And then I have another phone over here that they completely took out that's expensive. This phone is about 2 months old, and it is completely hacked. Okay. Now, I don't think I need to go through and show you everybody's
Yes,
that doesn't work. Okay.
I understand. Do you know anybody? Do you know who would be doing this? You said an agent. Who's the agent?
Okay. I'm going to go with BlackRock. I'm going to go
BlackRock?
with Blackwater. I'm going to go with some subsidiary of the CIA. I'm going to go with some subsidiary of the FBI. I'm going to go with somebody who's a stick in the eye that wants to kill me from the banking industry because of what this is overall having to do with.
Okay.
This is a really bad, big crime. Because this is an endless, long line of shit, which we're not done showing you. So you had an officer that came out to talk to me because I put my groceries outside the door and hadn't got them all in because I was exhausted because I had been up 24 hours for 38, whatever. I hadn't slept. And I had this stuff sitting outside my door very neatly at that place where there's almost absolutely nobody there. Of course, there's security cameras and people always have to harass me, so somebody called the police to come. And I told the guy it was my groceries, because at that time, it was just basically my groceries lined up in front of my door, which I had pictures of, but is now missing my evidence, of course. Okay. Of course, there's no law against putting your brand new sheets in your Macy's, the Marshalls bags, in your groceries, because they don't give grocery bags anymore, and they have to use plastic.
Okay.
It's ridiculous, because they rip. Okay. So now that evidence of that has been taken off the phone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we're gonna look. So here's my cameras, and here's my time at this location. Okay. They stole the pictures, the original pictures of the guy who came, took pictures of him and a video. It was stolen when I got there in the first 4 hours.
Okay.
That is a stolen video. This needs to be all in a report. I am not shitting. And I need a copy of this report.
Okay.
And then I need it emailed to me and to my assistant, because somebody will delete it out of my email and somebody will probably delete it out of my assistant's email.
Okay.
And when I have sent information to the FBI about all of the years of my emails that got deleted with my receipts and the rough drafts of all my written stuff and my final drafts of all my written stuff, and somebody went into my other people who worked for me and took their stuff as well to some degree, and not all the way, but I don't really know because I haven't contacted everybody. And they have haunted and harassed everybody, and my sister's house has been stalked and gone through. And the problem is, when they don't steal something from the house, it's just stalked. It's still a fucking crime. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And this goes to harassment, and this goes to a bigger thing called racketeering. And I did buy more new currency, in which they stole everything, trying to make sure that I didn't have the new currency that I purchased, because I wasn't going to be left with nothing, even though the new stuff was not that much. Okay. It was over the amount that makes it a felony. It was over, a couple $1,000s, which makes it over a level of a felony. I don't know, what level is the felony? $500 still?
In state of Delaware, it's 1,500. So
Okay, it's still over
1,500.
that.
Mhm.
It's still over that, easily over that. So somebody thought they were trying to steal that. They didn't steal that.
Mhm.
Okay, that's a felony. Stealing my mail is what?
It could be a lot of things. So there's trespassing.
There's trespassing. And so,
and
okay,
then a
so
lot
when
of
you
the
break into
stuff-
my house and you steal my mail off my bed, that's only trespassing?
Oh, off your bed. I thought you meant where
Off
your mail
my bed.
Okay.
Off my bed. Off my bed. Off my fucking bed.
was. Okay, then that would be burglary. And
Thank
theft.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Off my bed.
Okay.
I'm so mad
Okay.
because I can't get the driver's license because they stole my identification. They have voice to God in my brain. They have tried to take out my addiction. They have hurt my brain. I have been treated for radiation and microwaving and high-level military weapons. That's the only reason why I'm alive, and my brain is still not okay. And my health is not okay. My voice is not okay, and I have deteriorated in my conditions. And just because I look good for my age, I used to look 25 2 years ago, and I look like shit for me.
Okay.
I can show you pictures if you'd like.
I don't need to.
No, I don't like myself now. And it's
Okay.
because people have hurt me
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
really bad. And they take every single thing that I do.
Mhm.
And I'm very talented, and they try to screw me over. And they don't want me to finish anything because the currency stuff I have is contingent on people being able to manage their stuff. And when I tried to hire a paralegal, they take the paralegal's number out of the phone. When I tried to hire a now they try to change it to public assistant. When I tried to hire a PI,
Mhm.
they tried to take the word PI out. I hired one PI, and that information is no longer in my phone. The other PI they took out too, which I can't figure out how to find that because that was in Alabama, which I hired because there was Alabama plates on a man named Michael Jaco, who his wife is a cheater, and I had surveillance pictures, and they stole all the surveillance pictures off my internet crime backup website where I had all the information logged of the stalker / not stalker person, and I never ever got out of the vehicle, and I only stayed in the vehicle on public roads, and I did it for my friend / person I worked with, who is ex-CIA, who they've tried to kill too. And
Okay.
I'm the person that has been protecting him, and they're trying to take me out so they can take him out, and we're not taking him out either.
Okay.
Okay. And his son was murdered. He had a little drug problem, but somebody did something to him and knocked it into the realm of getting him killed. And I started getting radiated and microwaved after me turning in the murder evidence that I had to the Tennessee police.
Okay.
Also, my currency was originally stolen in 2003.
Okay.
Okay. In Maryland by the La Pieta Sheriff's Department. Under the La Pieta Sheriff's Department's authority, which had it under a towing company who did not have the car where it was supposed to be, because where I picked it up is not where they keep stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Somebody went through my car, ransacked it, and stole garbage bags full of currency and the receipts and all my projects.
Okay.
Okay. Do you understand that this is a whole...
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We're not done. We're sticking to this crime. While we're at it, this crime it's so stupid, somebody deleted the pictures of the underwear that I purchased. Okay?
Mhm.
And the extra boxes. Because I like to document everything, and somebody decides that I can't have that.
Okay.
Okay? There was multiple pictures of this. And then the military weapon people goes, well, we want to help save the space in your phone. Because if you think that all the agents are not getting calmed, do calming devices that go directly to your head, you're wrong.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
I can show you a video about it and all the patents that have nothing to do with whatever technology they're using, because since voice to God and voice to skull has been in patents
Mhm.
since 1970.
Okay.
Okay. Do you understand I'm the real deal?
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, they tried to stop me from talking. They tried to take out my ability to speak, not only verbally, but in my head and in my feet. And while I was staying at my house on Gravel Hill Road in Milford, which is still my residence, and I still have paid for months ahead of time, and pay the electric bill on the property, and have paid additional bills, and have to stay here because they have had multiple break-ins and there are children there that they were radiating and microwaving and who knows what they were doing to them.
Okay.
And it's still my residency, and I need somebody to get my driver's license so I can get the damn thing, so I can get this fucking star, so I can get out of here, because they can't keep stealing all my identification, so I can't go there.
Okay.
That's not fair. Or I need somebody to give me my passport and just renew it and send it to me instead of making me file all this shit again because it's valid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to prove who I am over and over and again when somebody steals all my stuff.
Okay.
If you guys steal it, not you specifically,
Yeah.
but the government or whatever fucking agency, somebody should be able to look at the computer and give me my fucking stuff back.
Mm-hmm.
And I've contacted the state representative, Sarah
McBride.
thank you, today. And I'm supposed to be getting somebody to help. I'm sure it won't do that much.
Okay.
And I already contacted Elizabeth Warren because that's the state that I have a driver's license at that I can't ever switch because every time I try to go there, somebody severs all my information and takes it from me. So my Massachusetts driver's license is S11004015. And so I have notified Elizabeth Warren's office, and she's one of the only offices who actually called back and had trouble getting through, and then they stole her emails.
Okay.
And she may or may not be helpful, but she is slightly involved at least.
Okay.
Okay. I also tried to get a hold of Chris Cooney's office, who was fairly rude. Well, they were polite, and 3 people talked to me in the same day. And then this last time, they actually did tell me to put in for a conversation with the senator, which I put in for and didn't get. And so I told my assistant, which I've hired, 2 assistants to keep all this stuff straight, which we can get on the line, except for we don't have an extra phone because I always have 2 to 3 phones, which is why they take them out, because they didn't want me to be able to record and do something at the same time. So this phone is actually, see, somebody's still here. Nobody
Yeah.
would ever give a shit except for it's an agent. Because who wants to listen to this? Nobody. Because they can't see anything.
Yeah.
Okay. And by the way, I outed one of their agents. I started, my Joy Stevens channel got seriously suppressed after I went to the FBI.
Okay.
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 Which I posted things from the FBI as well, publicly, or it goes away. Thank you, everything goes away.
So what else you
so
got
now,
for me?
this right here, this is the address. I'm sure they took out the pictures of the cop that came, who knew he was being videotaped. I was videotaping him, and now it is missing. My copy of that conversation is missing.
Okay.
Okay, that's not okay. Then the copy, the first guy who came to my door is not, I did not videotape him. He broke in, basically, he was maybe the manager of the building, I don't know if he had a beard. He did not, he just knocked and opened all at the same time and yelled in and started letting himself in which I came, half dressed to the door in what I slept in and said, no.
Okay.
Okay. Then, half an hour later, they sent another guy who was a worker, which I also videotaped with his permission, and that is also missing from the phone. And that should be in the time period of Wednesday. That would be a Wednesday, so that would be the 5th was the Thursday when I checked out, so Wednesday would be the 4th. So on the 4th, we are missing that.
Okay.
Okay? And then a man named Rick came. And Rick's envelope, his notebooks, they took the word envelope, they put the word envelope in my mouth, which I wouldn't have said. I would have said notebook, because that is what they've done to me. And I don't care if it sounds stupid, but that is what people need to understand. I don't care if I sound stupid, because I'm a very good speaker, and I have a history of acting, singing, and speaking that is long known. And just because somebody tries to take and talking on phones, and because they don't like me talking on the phones, half the times my phones won't charge. I have a phone right here that is not working. Why? Because they took it out completely. That's a $1,300 phone that was purchased when I first got to this residency in the summertime. And I have a video of that guy talking. Oh, and this Airbnb, they ended up blocking one day out electronically, not having anybody there, so I had to move, so I couldn't extend my days. Then the woman says, oh, you can get the apartment next door, and in the 2 minutes or 5 minutes that I take to get over there, somebody comes in and blocks it out, then ditches it, and the other unit that she said I could have, so that I then had to move to some other place that was shitty, and then that place is reopened because guess what? Nobody came.
Okay.
No. It's I mean, there is no way to properly explain the problem. I would like a copy of this video. Okay, so this, I don't know what this
Comments
is.
in the comment section.
Okay, I videotaped everything. So they also, while I stayed at the Wave Hotel, stole my pictures at the Wave Hotel, and they also stole the book that I was working on out of my stuff, and then they stole the whole stuff of all my artwork out of my stuff folder in my thing, having to do with the book called Kindergarten Carolers, and they were mad at my singing voice, and that's when they took my voice. And this is when I was there. That was in January 27th time frame. Not exactly, because I was there for a while.
Okay.
Okay. No, this is this address. Sorry. This one was the Wave, which was around the 15th, before the 15th of January when I was at the Wave. And so here's the thing. At this address, I stayed at the hotel over here, the Wyndham Hotel in the back with the pond. They stole something from here that's sort of a longer story. And I had a videotape of the guy, we'll see if it's still here, of them going in and changing the credit card and putting the wrong credit card in the cart that didn't belong to me at all and wasn't what I had been doing, that wouldn't work. So then he would say I couldn't stay there. But then I came down and he let me videotape his computer, and his name is James and he's the manager. The problem is he closed the hotel right before the snowstorm because he thought there was going to be a snowstorm and there was only like 7 people in the hotel and I was the only one there. And so I had all of my sheets in a bag. To be honest, I'm sick of people framing me. I actually threw every single sheet away and put in the fake sheets, and then they accused me. When I called back, he said, I'm sorry, somebody soiled the sheets, in which I put brand new sheets, and I didn't even sleep on them. So somebody, while he shut the doors, came in that hotel, broke in, put dirty sheets in there, messed up my room, and the cop that had come there because the day before, I wouldn't let the person in my room, so they called the cops, but then they let me stay. And the cop came in and saw my room was fine. That video is also stolen from that hotel. Okay. And he knew he was being videotaped too. And hold on. They have taken all of my evidences out of my phone. They are not here. And I had videotapes of bushes at the Wave. So right here, in this time frame-ish, around the January 11th time frame, this is the Wave. They sold them, is what they're trying to tell me. They stole my pictures, and they stole that. And then we're going to see, when I was at this hotel, let me see if they kept the guys videotaping, telling me, nope, they stole the picture, they stole it of the guy with the computer issue named James, the manager, which I videotaped and documented and sent, and was on my phone. Okay, every single thing that I do goes away.
All right.
No, we're not done. We're not done. These are the crimes of Delaware from just the last few days, because they made me leave my place.
And all of it's going to be documented.
Okay, we're going to show you my singing voice. And
I don't need to hear your singing voice.
No, you're going to hear my singing voice, and you're going to understand
why. So
why.
I'm going to ask you a few standardized questions that we ask everybody, okay?
We're not done.
I don't need to, I heard your singing voice
no,
already.
No,
heard it.
This is my singing
So
voice.
I think that doing roasts or beats,
And this is when they started to radiate me. Again, because they'd already been radiated. I made a song up about Obama, and I didn't even post it. I had it on my computer and my phone, and they were mad, and they radiated me because of this. So this is my singing voice, not that.
How do you catch a cloud and pin it down? How do you say a word that means Brock?
See how high? Can't do it.
I got you. So a few standardized questions real quick, ma'am. Do you need any kind of medical attention?
No.
No? You don't want an ambulance to come check you out?
Do you
anything
think
like
the
that?
ambulance is going to fix my voice because they medically
They
irradiated
usually
me?
just standardized questions.
No.
So no? Okay. Do you want to speak to a mental health advocate at
No.
all? No? Okay. Do you know what today's date is?
No.
You don't know? Do you know what month it is?
Of course it's January. It's February 10th.
Okay. Do you know who the President of the United States is?
Of course Trump.
Okay. All right. Well, everything's going to be documented. Like I said, my body cam's been rolling the whole time, so I can get all this stuff typed up for you, okay? And it'll get sent off to a detective and all that good stuff. I'm just a patrol trooper, so.
I know, but I know that.
We can't tell you where to go. We can't tell you what to do. We don't like the Secret Service.
It's here, man. It's got you.
He is simple, he is kind, but that's not true. That's
I'll make sure I can mark in video I can mark in my body camera from when you first started singing to this video. The first video you showed
Do you
me.
understand?
I understand.
So this was December 17th. I sang this on December 17th. I only posted it later because I had already then decided I needed to back myself up and put it up because they decided to hurt me because I put this on my phone and never put it up and I was just having fun. Stupid.
Yep.
Okay. Now,
All right,
here's the
Tanya.
thing. Everything is taken. This is the cow where I was living. And they also stole my pictures of my cow from my cow video and my cow book from where I was living. And they were mad because I kept putting up where I lived over and over and over again. Look at how cute.
Very cute. All right, Tanya. I'm gonna get out of here. Like I said, everything's
Look,
gonna be
here's the thing.
documented.
There's tons of videos of me living here. Watch this. They hate this one. This was 10,000 views.
Hello.
See how much better I looked? I'm not well.
Welcome to Produce in America.
This is funny.
Welcome
Watch
to
this. I made this.
Transportation in America. Welcome to this race of humans in America.
Space has been underrepresented for a long time, and so have the human race in space.
You can put it down right there. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I want to give you a card if I can
And
find
welcome to the
one.
farm in
Okay, hold on. I'll put it in an
Welcome
evidence
to
bag.
Produce in America. Welcome to Transportation in
You know
America.
understand.
So this is
Welcome to
Sean
this
Hastings,
race
okay?
of humans
He
in
is not a
America.
trooper. He is a civilian that
Space
he
has
works
been
for Delaware
underrepresented
State
for a
Police.
long
And
time,
he'll be able to
and
provide
so
you
have the
services.
human race
Know you're
in
having
space.
trouble living.
Yeah.
And you like switching up.
And
Yep, he'll
welcome
be
to the
able.
farm in America.
He is
Welcome
not
to
a
Produce in
PI,
America.
but he
Welcome to
is a
Transportation in
specialist
America.
supervisor,
Welcome to
and
this
he'll be able to
race
give you and
of
provide any
humans
services
in
that you
America.
need, okay?
The other thing I
Space
want
has
you to
been
know
underrepresented for a
that needs
long
to be on
time,
video
and so have the
Yes,
human
ma'am.
race.
is when I was at the dress out there, because I am a clairvoyant, and I had a dream while I was there, and it was not that building. I don't know if it was an older building, but there was a woman that might have been attached to another woman that may be in Texas, but I did see children under the ground being tortured.
Okay.
Okay, and they were blonde. And the woman, I did not show you, the woman, the only person they did not take out, because I immediately put it up, was the woman that was doing, she knew nothing. She did not know anything. And I have her picture, and they did not take her out. Because they probably didn't realize that she was one of the people. This is the only one I have left. And she's talking about,
Oh, what's that? What's a fire watch?
and when I went to take out the trash the day before, she followed me and watched me then too. And then she's snooping in my windows, and I caught her. And I also caught
You know
Rick
what? It's-
snooping
you know
in
what
my
makes the
windows as
sprinklers
well.
not work? When people don't put their heat on. That's what the problem is. If people turn their heat down, then they're not here.
These are the kind of
And
videos
that's
they
what's
took
going
out.
to be the problem because most of these apartments are empty.
And everybody else knew I was videotaping.
So that's a
she
really
didn't.
simple problem. You just need to tell people not to try to be too cheap.
She was
that's
just
all.
a low-level person they hired to walk around. And there was a car, and they took out the surveillance pictures I took of the car. There was a vehicle parked all night
Right.
facing
They-
my
they
room.
weren't
It
there.
was supposed to be there for the fire
And they didn't
marshal.
have their heat
And
on.
wait a minute, you didn't see the pictures of what they did. There was no water. They cut holes in the building. I didn't hear them do maybe one other thing. I didn't hear them knock on one other door. I did not hear them knock on one other door. I did not hear them cut anywhere that day. Maybe there was one noise in another apartment for the saw that took place. And the pictures of the bed. Okay, they took the van pictures I took out of the surveillance vehicle, and it wasn't a van, it was a vehicle, and that is now missing as well.
Okay.
And no, we're not done.
Well, we are. So, all this stuff is going to be documented for you, Tanya, and maybe a detective will look at it and
I need somebody.
address it.
Do you
Okay.
have my phone number?
I have
And you
it.
need my assistant's number.
Is it it's 612-867-1104?
Okay, you need my, yes, but nobody, that is not a good number. You need to have two of my assistant's numbers instead. And my email. So, Lee need to call Leanne.
Leanne.
Yes, and this is her phone number.
Okay.
So
Got
I
it.
have a second assistant named Nick.
Nick,
It's actually Nicola. I can't ever say it
can
right.
you give me his phone number?
It's a girl. It is.
Sorry.
It's fine. I call her Nick. So details. 601.
All right. Thank
Okay,
you so much.
And those are the better numbers because mine is not going to be a good number.
Yes,
and,
ma'am.
And oh God, somebody just took my communication out with that guy.
I saw
The
it.
me-
I saw it.
Do you see that?
Yes, ma'am. I
I
did.
did not do that.
Yes,
They
ma'am.
just took it out. That's the guy, the owner of that property.
I saw it. All right, Tanya. Bye bye.
Do you understand this is a real deal?
I know it is. It's going to be documented very, very well.
Okay, I would like Cooney's office notified. I would like both senators notified.
They will be.
And I would like the representative notified. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
That was the biggest asshole point, Tanya. Nobody wanted you to have everything you ever didn't have available to show. Okay, so I couldn't show anything because they took everything out, which was the whole problem in the first place. Said everybody knows I probably need to keep this public. Thank you. Now I'm down to 0 people, so I apparently, whatever person that have watching went. Thank you. Blessings to everybody and love and great transmissions from the kingdom of darkness that never taught you how to talk at all. Goodbye.